All right, it's that time again. It's time to talk about my 10 most anticipated 4K and Blu-ray titles coming out in the month of March 2025. If you're ready, let's do it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. And today, guys, we are covering my 10 most anticipated 4K and Blu-ray titles that are releasing in the month of March 2025. My God, we are already at March. Like, these months are already flying by. Like, it is absolutely insane. I feel like I say this every single month, but it is insane how quickly the months fly by. But before we get into it, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me. We talk about all things physical media on this channel, 4Ks, Blu-rays, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. If you like that kind of stuff, that kind of content, hit that subscribe button. Also, comment down below, guys, what are you looking forward to coming out in the month of March? I'm going to be honest, February and January were banger months. March does not quite stack up or compare to those 2 months, but it's a solid month. There is some good stuff coming out that I am very excited about. But let me know what you're excited about in the comment section below. Of course, I cannot cover everything, guys. There's going to be some stuff you're super excited about that I might not mention. That could be the case. Let me know what it is in that comment section below. We are going to be covering my 10 most anticipated. I've got some honorable mentions as well. And then I will also go over some other notable titles just to kind of make this an overall guide for the month of March as far as like what is new and what is coming out. I like to paint the overall picture. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys, starting with my number one most anticipated, and that is the movie Daylight, starring Sylvester Stallone, is coming to 4K from Kino Lorber on March the 11th for $29.99. So this is probably my most anticipated for the entire month of March. One of my most anticipated releases of the year, to be honest. Like this one and Dante's Peak. Hopefully this one doesn't get delayed because I talked about Dante's Peak last month and then it got delayed until April. So hopefully this one stays on track and comes out on March the 11th. But I love Daylight so much, guys. Like, I've been waiting for this one to come to 4K. This is one that I was hoping that they would do. I think there was a rumor about it back in 2021 or 2022. But yeah, I just love this film. I've been watching it since I was a kid. Sylvester Stallone, like, between this one and Demolition Man, like, I didn't watch Rocky a ton growing up. I didn't watch Rambo a ton growing up. I watched Daylight and I watched Demolition Man. Like, these are the two Sly movies that I watched over and over again. Also Judge Dredd a little bit to an extent. But I think Daylight's like still super underrated. It's a super underrated disaster film. Watched it again a couple of years ago. It totally holds up. Like, there's such great like tension and just action set piece moments. It's emotionally gripping from beginning to end. I mean, you got the Lincoln Tunnel blows up and they're trying to figure out a way to survive and get out of it. It's just incredible. I love the film and I think it totally holds up. This is not one that I'm like, oh, well, was it nostalgia? Is that what? No, the movie's actually like legitimately good. It's still good, and I cannot wait to watch this one on 4K. And to me, Kino Lorber is on a roll. They're going to show up a couple of times on my list today. They're on a complete roll right now. Uncle Buck was a fantastic 4K. I'm hoping for the same treatment for Daylight and then later Dante's Peak as well. And next up, my number 2 is also a super nostalgic pick. Now, I don't know like if this one's going to hold up quite as well as the first one, even though I did rewatch this one, I think back in 2017, 2018. And I enjoyed it. It's not a great movie, but it's an incredibly fun movie and one that I have incredibly fond memories of. And that is Deep Blue Sea, coming to 4K from Arrow Video, March the 18th for $45.77, a nice chunky box Arrow Video edition. There's also going to be a Blu-ray edition as well that is also a chunky box for $32.32. So yeah, Deep Blue Sea, directed by Rennie Harlan. You got LL Cool J in this film. You've got Samuel L. Jackson in this movie. It's a great cast. And to me, like, behind Jaws, like, this one probably, again, probably for nostalgic reasons, is maybe my second or third favorite shark movie. Now, I think that a lot of this film is going to look absolutely gorgeous in 4K, and there are some incredible like practical effects with the shark, but there's also a little bit of CGI stuff as well, so I'm a little apprehensive about how that's going to look on 4K, but I think for the most part the movie's going to look fantastic on 4K. Also, it's Arrow Video doing it, so I know the quality is going to be there. There's going to be new special features, and I cannot wait to dive into this thing and then do the review for you guys talking about it. But yeah, Deep Blue Sea, that is my second most anticipated. Now getting into my number 3, guys, I did not anticipate I would have this one on the list, but when I was going through everything, I'm like, yeah, I kind of am excited to watch this, and I'm gonna be breaking my Criterion rule. I feel like a few times this year. I just did it with Winchester 73. I'm gonna do it again with Godzilla vs. Biollante coming to 4K from the Criterion Collection on March the 18th. For $34.99. Now I'm hoping the flash sale hits like right when this comes out, and then I can just get it off the Criterion site for $25 if the flash sales hits around the time it comes out. There's also going to be a Blu-ray edition for $27.99. But yeah, this one looks like a super cool set. I'm hoping that it's a digipack as well, just like Godzilla that we got last year, the original Godzilla from the Criterion Collection. Hopefully it's a digipack set, but the artwork is freaking awesome. And yeah, I'm going to break my Criterion rule again. I've got high hopes for this one. I'm kind of in a Godzilla mood lately. I just want to watch, I haven't seen a ton of the older Godzillas, and I want to watch more of the Godzillas, and this gives me an excuse to add another Godzilla film to the collection. And I really don't want to get that big I know it's still available. I really just don't like that big ass Criterion like 8 film set, I think it is. So I'm trying to not get that. So if they put all those movies in that set on 4K, I'll be happy, and I'll just grab them individually. But yeah, Godzilla vs. Biollante is coming out. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's coming out on 4K March the 18th. Let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. Let's get into my number 4. This is another Roger Corman film. We just got a couple of them with Humanoids from the Deep and then Galaxy of Terror. We are getting Forbidden Worlds on 4K from Screen Factory on March the 18th for $32.99. So yeah, I wasn't too high on Galaxy of Terror, but I really enjoyed Humanoids from the Deep. And from what I've heard from some people, like this is maybe the best of the 3 that I just mentioned. So I'm really excited to watch Forbidden World on 4K. That comes out from Screen Factory. Never seen it before, so that'll be a first time watch. So definitely expect a review for that. March the 18th, $32.99 to get that. Coming in at number 5, guys, another Kino Lorber release. We got The General's Daughter, starring John Travolta, is coming to 4K. March the 18th for $31.24. So I've never seen this movie before. I remember when it came out. I remember the poster. This was just not one that I watched growing up. So I'm excited to finally get to watch this one for the first time in 4K. Coming in at number 6, though, guys, is one that I probably have seen. No joke. I've seen this movie at least 50 to 60 times. I love this film. It's one of my all-time favorites. This is another comedy coming to 4K. We 100% need comedies on 4K, guys. And this is a prime example right here. Tommy Boy is coming to 4K, guys, from Paramount. March the 25th. $25.99 for the 4K, which is a good price for a 4K. Also, a 4K Amazon Steelbook, which is the same Steelbook that came out a few years ago, Blu-ray Steelbook. That'll be $29.99. There's also a Walmart Steelbook with, I think, a map inside. It's a really cool looking Steelbook. I might honestly like pre-order that for $29.66. But yeah, a lot of options with Tommy Boy. 2 Steelbooks, 1 slipcover edition. But I love Tommy Boy. Tommy Likey. Tommy One Wingy. It's such an incredibly quotable film. Fat guy in a little coat. So much. I can see the T-bone by sticking my head up a butcher's ass, but son of a... So many great quotes. I love Tommy Boy. Again, it is one of my all-time favorite comedies. I grew up on this stuff, guys. I was a child of the 90s. The Sandler stuff, the Farley stuff, Eddie Murphy stuff, Mike Myers stuff, Jim Carrey stuff. Like, I grew up on all that stuff. Like, I loved it. I ate it all up. I am so excited to see Tommy Boy, again, come out and look excellent and prove everybody wrong. We need comedies on 4K, guys. If we can get all these schlocky horror films from the 70s that were barely shot, like, on a potato, like, we can get Tommy Boy on 4K. It's an actual film. I want to see Big Daddy Callahan in 4K, okay? I want to see the auto parts, manufacturing Plants with Dan Aykroyd. I want all that in 4K. Let me have it. Can I not be happy in my life? And I need to be happy sometimes, guys. Tommy Boy on 4K. Billy Madison on 4K. Happy Gilmore on 4K. This is the kind of stuff that's going to make me happy. So just let me have my happiness, okay? Tommy Boy on 4K. So excited for this one. That is my number 6. I know I said Daylight was my most anticipated. It still is. But Tommy Boy is a close second. Let's get into my number 7, guys. This is a movie that I watched a fair amount. But this one I never liked like I like Tommy Boy. But it's another comedy from the 90s that I do enjoy. And that is Black Sheep coming to 4K. This one's coming from Kino Lorber, not Paramount, on March the 25th for $34.66. So yeah, I cannot look. I'll do a double feature. I'm going to be watching Tommy Boy. I'm going to be watching Black Sheep on 4K. But Black Sheep is one that I have not revisited this one in quite a long time. So I'm really interested to go back and rewatch this one because I honestly remember almost nothing about it. And just see like what's the differences. Like, is there anything that will jog my memory from watching it? Because I've probably seen it maybe like 4 or 5 times. I know I watched it quite a bit back in the day, just not as much as Tommy Boy. Like if I was going to watch a Farley Spade movie, it was going to be Tommy Boy every single time. And I rarely went to Black Sheep, but it is a movie I am excited to revisit because like I said, I haven't seen it in quite some time. That's my number 7. Getting into my number 8, guys, is a movie I already have in my possession right here, guys. I have not watched it yet. And that is Don't Torture a Duckling. This is a Lucio Fulci movie. I have been waiting for this one to come to 4K for a long time. Every single time there's an Arrow Video sale, I almost get the Blu-ray, and I'm like, no, it's a Lucio Fulci movie. They're going to upgrade this one to 4K, and Arrow Video finally did it. So Don't Torture Ducklings coming to 4K, Arrow Video, March the 25th for $31.32. I don't know if there's going to be like new features in this or anything. Again, I'm going to review that one, so definitely stay tuned for that review. But yeah, never seen that movie. I'm a big like Italian horror fan. That's a big one I get to knock off my list, so I'm excited to do so. And next up, guys, coming in at number 9, my next 2 are A24 exclusives. Actually, The Brutalist is coming to 4K from A24, March the 25th for $34.99. I'm excited to watch this movie, but I know it's, no pun intended, going to be brutal to sit through a 3.5 hour long movie, but I'm excited to get this from A24 to check it out. I may do a review of this on the channel, and yeah, there's just an A24 exclusive on 4K of this one. It's not on Amazon as of right now. $34.99 if you want to get The Brutalist on 4K. And yeah, this one's up for Best Picture. I've heard incredible things about it. Adrian Brody's great in it. Guy Pearce is also in it. Heard great things about it. I'm excited to watch it. I'll probably have to have an intermission. I'll probably complete it over like three nights, to be completely honest. But yeah, The Brutalist, guys. Have you seen it? What's your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. Coming in at number 10 is another A24 exclusive, and that is a Nicole Kidman film. Baby Girl is coming to 4K from A24, March the 25th for $34.99. Now, there's another option to get this on Blu-ray for $30. And the thing about this one is that this is available on the A24 website, but there is also a 4K on Amazon, and there's also a Blu-ray on Amazon. So I don't know if they've done this yet. This might be the first title that A24 has done where they put the 4K on Amazon as well as the Blu-ray. Usually the 4K is an A24 site exclusive, so that is definitely interesting. But yeah, I've heard some pretty wild and crazy things about this one. I know my wife wants to check this one out, so this is one we can watch together. And yeah, always excited to get these new like A24 limited editions in. Let's get into my honorable mentions. We've got Hardware coming out on 4K from Umbrella Entertainment. The 4K is $39, just the standard with the slipcover. There's also a 4K box set for $75, and there's also an Ultimate 4K edition with all the bells and whistles and the fixins and accessories and all that stuff, guys, for $110. So that's a hefty price point for that one. Hardware, never seen the movie. I've heard good things about it, and I know Severin put it out on Blu-ray a few years ago. So yeah, I actually have the Blu-ray in my collection. Maybe I should watch it before the 4K comes out, but this is one that I may do a review of on the channel when I get this one in. We've also got I'm heads or tails on whether or not I'm going to get these. It's just a matter of like, are they going to fit into my budget for the month of March? Because I am trying to budget myself, guys, so like $250 to $300 per month. Really trying to budget myself this year. But The Brood and Scanners is getting 4K box sets from Second Sight Films, March the 31st, 4308 a piece on the Second Sight website. I think they're $45 on Diabolic and Orbit. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get these yet, guys. It really, like, I'm gonna wait till we get like maybe to about a week or two into March, and then I'll decide. Because I don't think these are going to sell out like immediately, but they are nice chunky box editions. They are David Cronenberg films. I'm a fan of David Cronenberg. I actually don't have The Brood in the collection at all, so this would be like, I've seen it. I watched it on HBO Max, I think, a few years ago. I actually enjoy The Brood. Like, I like The Brood. But Scanners, I've got the Criterion edition, and it's a nice edition. And to be completely honest, I'm not like super into Scanners. Like, it's not one of my favorite Cronenberg movies. I like it, but I don't love it. So do I need to upgrade like a big chunky box set? But at the same time, like, I don't want to just get The Brood. I feel like if I'm going to get them, I need to get them together. That's just the weird way that my mind works. So again, heads or tails of if I'm going to get these. I love collecting for Second Sight. I love how they look on the shelf. Again, I know that's stupid to some of you all, but that's the collector in me. I can't help it. So I might get these. I might not, but they're in honorable mentions because I am kind of interested in them. We also got Gladiator 2 coming out from Paramount March the 4th, the 4K for $29.95, and there's also a 4K Steelbook for $39.95. So no standalone Blu-ray for Gladiator 2. That's what Paramount's doing nowadays. Again, I don't make the rules, guys. This is what these studios and companies are doing. No standalone Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray will be in the 4K and the 4K Steelbook. So yeah, I don't know if I could say I'm excited to watch this. I love the original Gladiator. That's one of my favorite movies. I've heard like mild to lukewarm things about this film. I heard some people say it was really good. I haven't really heard anybody be overwhelmingly positive about the film though. And that kind of turns me off a little bit because I'm not sure like what the quality of the film's going to be. But I am, kind of looking forward to watching it. I will own it in the collection at some point. I just probably will wait till there's some kind of a price drop or something like that. But yeah, Gladiator 2 comes out from Paramount March the 4th. Den of Thieves 1 and 2 is getting a 4K set from Lionsgate on March the 4th for $59.99. It's a really nice set, guys. That's a steep price point, but it is 2 movies on 4K. It's a really like cool looking set. 2 like different steelbooks. There's 2 steelbooks inside this like bigger box set. It looks really awesome. Again, I know that's a steep price point, but it is 2 movies. It is 2 steelbooks in that set, and that's going to be coming out on the Lionsgate Limited website. It's an exclusive. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to get this or not, but it's kind of on my radar. I may get it, I may not get it. But Den of Thieves 2 is also coming out standalone on 4K for $27.96. Also a Blu-ray edition for $27.99. Don't know why the Blu-ray is like 3 cents more than the 4K, but that's what the prices is as of right now. We've also got Thirst coming out on 4K from Powerhouse Films Indicator March the 18th. $33.99. Also a Blu-ray edition of that for $27.99. This one looks kind of interesting to me. I was looking at the cover, reading the synopsis. I may get this. I want to get into Powerhouse Films and Indicator a little bit more. I feel like that's a label that's kind of a blind spot for me. So this may be one that I check out. Looks like a nice box set right here for that. We've also got The Godsend coming out on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber March the 18th for $22.49. Kind of, this one, again, kind of on my radar. I may not get it this month. I may wait for a Kino Lorber sale, get it for like $12 is probably what I'll do. But I think that's a part of the Kino Cult line. And then lastly, guys, we got Night Moves coming to 4K, which is a movie starring Gene Hackman from Criterion, March the 25th for $34.99. I will not break my Criterion rule for this one, but I do like Gene Hackman a lot, and I've heard good things about this movie, so I will get this edition at some point. It'll probably just be in the Criterion sale month from Barnes & Noble or in a Criterion flash sale. So that's my honorable mentions. Let's go ahead and jump into some other notable titles that are coming out this month. Some stuff that, again, I may get some of these at some point, but I'm not like really excited about these, and I don't really plan to get any of these this month. We've got Red 1 coming out from Warner Brothers March the 4th, the 4K for $29.65, and also the Blu-ray for $24.95. So yeah, this one is on Amazon Prime right now. If I want to watch it, I'll watch it on there probably. But also, like, it's a Christmas movie, so I'm probably not going to check this one out if I do watch it until November or December. We've also got Kraven the Hunter, guys, is coming out from Sony March the 4th. The 4K currently has no price on Amazon. I'm assuming they'll add it like by release date. Again, I'll be linking all this stuff down below, guys. If you want to check any of this stuff out, you know, use those links or Amazon affiliate links, and they do help support the channel. So yeah, I will link everything that I talk about in this video, and probably some stuff that I don't talk about down below in the description. The Blu-ray is $31.99. Also, the 4K Steelbook is $48.49. Again, a steep price point. Sony and Disney are just trying to break everybody with these Steelbook prices. So yeah, but I fully anticipate like this movie's not going to sell well because it didn't do very well in the theaters. So I think that 4K Steelbook's going to come out. It's probably going to drop pretty significantly, probably down to like $33 or something like that. We've also got Thief coming out on 4K, Michael Mann film from the Criterion Collection, March the 11th for $34.99. I got the Blu-ray Criterion of Thief. I don't know if I need the 4K like right away. Maybe I'll get it at some point, but I definitely don't need it right away. We also got Trick or Treat coming out on 4K from Synops Films and Red Shirt Pictures, March the 11th, $29.08. There's also a Blu-ray edition for $24.75. And yes, Trick or Treat got that big box set last year, but this is a standalone like single edition with the slipcover, no booklet, no special stuff like that. So if you wanted to see Trick or Treat on 4K and get to experience all the great special features, that new documentary, you can do so, and you don't have to spend $70 that we all did for that big box set. You can just get a nice like 4K slip edition for $29.08, which is a perfectly reasonable price. That was a really good 4K, and again, great special features on that one. The Penguin Complete Series is also getting a release from Warner Brothers March the 18th. That is a Max series, so cool to see a streaming series get a physical release. March the 18th, 4K for $46.75, and also a Blu-ray edition for $29.95. Moana 2 is coming out from Disney March the 18th, a Blu-ray edition for $27.99 and a 4K Steelbook for $48.49. So pretty much the same deal as Paramount. They're just completely cutting out an option of a standalone 4K. Not the same thing because they're cutting out the option of the standalone Blu-ray, but the same concept, right? They're just cutting out one of the options, one of the big options for the release, which I do not like. I love the first Moana. I had no desire to see the second one. No desire, and I did not hear great things. Maybe my family and I will watch it at some point, but we'll probably watch it on Disney+. Wolfman is coming out. Lee Winnell's Wolfman's coming out from Universal March the 18th, the 4K for $27.65. Also a Blu-ray for $22.95 and a 4K Steelbook, which actually looks pretty nice. I like the 4K Steelbook for $36.96. Saw this in the theaters. I'll probably get it at some point, but it's going to be for like 10 to 15 bucks on 4K. I'm not going to grab this one when it comes out because I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, but it's not one I need to immediately get and add to the collection. We've also got Night of the Creeps coming out on 4K from Screen Factory on March 25th for $33.99. I like Night of the Creeps. I think it's a really good horror sci-fi movie. I got the Screen Factory Blu-ray. I'm good for now. Maybe, possibly, I'll get the 4K at some point in a sale, but I'm fine as of right now for Night of the Creeps. I don't need this one on 4K. Choose Me is coming out on 4K from the Criterion Collection on March 25th for $34.99. Also a Blu-ray edition for $27.99. Don't know a ton about this one other than it's a 1984 movie. Again, maybe I'll get this at some point in a sale, but it's just not immediately on my radar. So there you have it, guys. That is March for physical media. Everything I'm looking forward to, honorable mentions, other notable titles. I tried to cover as much as I can. Again, I can't cover everything. I will do that in my weekly physical media report. So thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Remember, I will have all this stuff linked down below if you want to purchase or pre-order any of this stuff. Use those links. I would definitely appreciate it. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.